There is a lie that has been repeated so many times, it has become common sense. You see it in the news. You hear it from politicians. You probably learned it in school. The story goes like this: the West is rich, Africa is poor. It makes sense, right? It's the charity model. But if you look at the net resource transfer data, the actual ledger of money entering and leaving the continent, that story falls apart. In 2017, a coalition of organizations, including Global Justice, now ran the numbers. They calculated every dollar of aid and loans going into Africa versus every dollar flowing out. The result? Africa isn't receiving money. Africa is bleeding it. For every year of aid and investment that comes in, a significantly larger amount leaves. So, how do you drain $40 billion a year from the poorest continent on Earth without using an army? You don't use soldiers, you use accountants. Here are the three mechanisms, the glitches, that make the money vanish. Let's look at Zambia. It is one of the world's biggest copper producers. In 2015, trade data showed that Switzerland imported 550 million euros worth of copper from Zambia. There was just one problem. Zambia's own export records showed they only sent 3 million euros of copper to Switzerland. It's called trade misinvoicing. Companies declare the copper is worthless when it leaves Zambia to avoid taxes. Then, the moment it hits a tax haven, they relabel it with the real price. Zambia loses the tax revenue. The company keeps the profit, and the copper? It vanishes from the books. Then, there is the debt trap. We are told loans help countries develop. But right now, many African nations are trapped in a cycle of paying off interest on loans from decades ago. According to recent UN data, roughly 25 African countries spent more on debt service in 2023 than they did on education, health, and social protection combined. Think about that. The taxes of the poor are not building schools. They are being wired directly to Western banks to pay off interest. Finally, the big one. Unequal exchange. Economist Jason Hickel has calculated that the global economy relies on a massive labor discount. If you paid that worker in the Congo or Ghana the same wage you'd pay a worker in Europe for the same productivity, the global economy would crash. This phone, it wouldn't cost $1,000. That is wealth transferred from Africa to you. So, the next time you hear someone ask, why is Africa so poor when we give them so much aid? You can tell them the truth. Africa isn't poor, Africa is being looted. And we are checking the wrong receipts.
Listen well. Stories of our ancestors deserve a bright voice. Follow African Stories Told Right.